Hey there everybody, welcome to episode 2 of my Arvoch Alliance actual play. For this session, we will be upgrading our ship to an Ares, which loses some mobility for armor. It also lets us carry 4 missiles, which is the really important part. Hey, the Alliance got us a real fighter craft for this one. Alright, let's get into the briefing and find out what we'll be doing on this mission.
Excellent work on your first assignment. Our next task requires placing probes and satellites at several key points around Orion Prime. This network of sensors will serve as both a recon array and a long-term security perimeter. Your role in this objective will be to lead Alpha Wing to the designated waypoint and deploy one satellite. Your destination will be near the planet itself, as the satellite needs to be placed in the upper atmosphere. To complete this objective, your ship will have a satellite placed in its cargo bay, and you will need to deliver it to the A.S.T. Becker, which will be waiting in high orbit. A box will appear below the ship, marking where you need to deliver the satellite. Once inside the delivery marker, jettison your cargo bay to deliver the satellite. Be careful not to enter the atmosphere at high velocity, and avoid staying in the atmosphere for too long, as you will be more vulnerable to enemy attack. Your first priority is delivering the satellite. However, you may engage any hostiles that attempt to intercept.
Online, disengaging IDS. Moving towards catapult.
Alpha Wing, the ship should be near the designated waypoint. Good luck.
Launching. All wings form on me.
Yes, sir.
Entering Super Cruise. Dropping out.
Heads up, new hostiles inbound.
Alpha Wing, engage hostiles.
Order confirmed.
Going for the drop. Moving fast. Cargo dropped.
Entering gravity field.
Becker's off. Engaging hostiles.
Alert, inbound missile.
Looking to rendezvous with Wing before I fully engage. next target.
Hull damage at critical levels.
Engaging last hostile. Alright, good work, team. Entering Super Cruise. Dropping out. Mission was successful, Command.
Hostiles inbound. Awaiting orders, sir.
All wings engage hostiles.
Order confirmed.
Moving to defend. Command ship. Alright, looks like both enemies are down. preparing for landing.
For this mission, I was tasked with dropping a satellite into the cargo bay of the A.S.T. Becker. If it sounded like they were saying Pecker, that's okay. It sounded that way to me too. Upon arriving at the Becker, it was actively under attack. I sent my wingman to engage the enemy, hoping to cause enough of a distraction to make the drop. I flew fast, dumped the satellite as I flew underneath the Becker. It was warping out by the time I turned around to check that they got the package. Now, mission directive was to return straight to command. However, I itch for a good dogfight, and 6-9 is out for blood after what happened to his last squadron. My wingmates and I take the time to mop up the nearby feds, and I only take a missile to the windshield as punishment for my hubris. We return to our command ship and find out a couple of suicidal fighter pilots are trying to take on our carriers. We make quick work of them before making our landings. I'm happy to report the entire squadron made it home intact this time. I really enjoyed the idea of this mission. The quick delivery makes use of mechanics I wasn't really expecting to see much of. It was, however, very short, with me engaging in dogfights stretched to about 9 minutes. If I had just dumped the satellite and ran, I probably could have been done in 3 or 4. Part of me wants a twist or a complication that stretches the mission out a bit. I think a larger scale assault on the carriers would make sense, considering those fighters didn't really stand a chance. And it kind of felt like kids throwing rocks at a tank platoon. I also remind myself that the first few missions of the game are likely mundane to lull me into a false sense of confidence before the bad stuff starts to show up. I suppose time will tell. For now, feel free to drop a like, leave a comment about my questionable decision to fly into a missile, and subscribe if you want to see more. Till next time, 6-9 out.